to your government, I saw the letter for support, food. But those people who are up there, they have not gotten anything. We've bought food and we've reached a point now we are exhausted. We leaders.
Who are we?
Buruganya prayer, those who are removing bodies, those who are around.
Those who are helping.
They have not, even the families are still hopeful that they are going to recover them. So we need some support in terms of food. And some also lost property completely. Now, the other day, I thought they brought some blankets where in the beddings at the camp. So we need to look at also those people up there.
Now, now that we have the army, we also have excavators, why don't we request these people? In case we have identified the body, we can take them there to identify. But let them support us by going to the camp, instead of them remaining in that place. It's dangerous equally. I was told recently there were 2 stones that came from up.
I asked a person from UNRWA about the bridges, because that road is under UNRWA. They were again referring me that you go to Bridges Department of UNRWA. I don't know where Bridges Department. I saw this government. It's not my work. I've lost people, you are again referring me to other. Now you go and talk to people on the bridges. So really, by request, right honorable, this is emergency. We are handling a disaster. We have contingency fund, which is provided for in the budget. Let us have some money out of contingency to manage this. But then they told me they want to go and study. Then you see how, because I was talking to another person on the bridges, so we need to be on the ground to study and advise government. Now studying what, you want me to remain in the Kampala or to do what? I think let us have quick intervention such that those who are still alive can move.
Cash disbursement. They should be able to be allocated a piece of land, their plots. I'm making it a point. Because we have a challenge on the Prime Minister where you have given somebody money and you have not been able to give him or her plot. Then as we overstay, they use money. And when it's time for going, they say we have used the money. So first and foremost, identify a plot of land, give this person, then you give the money and say, move and go and start the construction. But where we do short of that, people will use the money like right now. We carried some building materials from Duda when I was transferring them to Nambutie. But now the poles they carried is now fire. They use it as firewood. Even the iron sheets have rusted. They are no longer there. So the best strategy we can use is identify a piece of land, give them the piece of land, then give them the money, they will be able to construct. Thank you so much, Honorable Prime Minister. Now, what we do, we should be strategic. We know those areas which are vulnerable, which are risky. Like you say, that if somebody doesn't want to go, and the government does not want this person to die, they have to force that person to go, save his life or her life. So, they will not be able to refuse if they say there's a post. But now, when we take one person from here, we leave the other person. In the Bududa, land is critical. When this one moves away and this piece of land remains vacant, I take advantage. So it becomes a challenge to resettle. But if we say this is a no zone, maybe we just do a model of one parish, locate all the people in this parish, and then plant trees, and nobody should be there. We shall be able to work out. Thank you.
In the resettlement strategy, the district's budget has been overstretched from the time this catastrophe fell us. I would like to request for an emergency funding to support the district, because we may not be able to complete the financial year well with the council. There was a promise to code Bunamutie Primary School. That school has not been coded.
No, we have a process that is ongoing. Since the other emergency meeting where some of you were, we requested for the paperwork. I don't know whether you have already sent it there.
Yes, we did.
If the paperwork is done, then Mama will give us the code.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable. Second one, given that the population now is over 2,000, there is also a request to you, Right Honorable, that we need a secondary school in that place.
That has not been captured anywhere because all our focus is on Bulambuli, which was badly hit. But even in Mbale, we have 6 sub-counties that part of them that are not in a good state, and people in those sub-counties have been verified and they have cards. They have already been assessed, they have cards, and when it rained, they were affected, their houses were destroyed, their crops were destroyed, and the road in Wanale was badly affected because the rolling stones fell on the road and it was impassable for almost a week.
I am not seeing Nabbanja right this time. Which team? My dear sister, why did you now come? If you are the team, why did you have to come? Otherwise, you will find those teams. If the Prime Minister is writing, why not you? I've not seen that you write minutes because I'm used to her.
I am here to know what is the fate of the people who are still up there because they were asking, should we move on or they wait?
The President is very clear. Let me repeat. That everybody, in fact, he said he has gazetted by virtue of him being President of the Republic of Uganda, all those areas which are dangerous in Mount Elgon and Mount Rwenzori are now gazetted as wildlife.
Okay. Secondly, right,
we are only bringing a paper to Parliament, but we have to do this. We have to, you and me have to do some work.
Yes.
So that we now gazette those areas.
Yeah. We appreciate the President for that move. Secondly, there are people in Mbale and in other parts of Bugisu sub-region who may not need to be relocated, but their crops were affected. They need seeds. They need iron sheets.
Their crops were affected.
Yes.
They don't want to leave. They will leave. Those will leave. Because wherever we have an issue, let me be sincere to you members, some of these issues can be avoided. If the floods are already affecting your crops, now tomorrow they're going to affect
Right, Honorable, they are not up in the mountains, they are in the lowlands, but they were affected because of the heavy rains.
Those ones we are not going to handle. This meeting is for those ones in the mountain.
Really?
Yes.
And those whose shelters were destroyed?
Those ones, the Minister for Disaster is here.
Yes, because they need iron sheets.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, when such a disaster happens, we have the disaster committee at every district. And they go to the field, ascertain the level of the damage, they write a report to the PS, and when we have relief items, we use that report to determine what we can offer.
Honorable Minister, that report has already been written.
And I can also confirm that that report is ready at our office.
Yes.
And you'll soon receive support.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you.
The restoration of the degraded area, because Unamke is a very, and most of these people are coming from a very wetty environment. They are used to cold conditions. We may need to plant so many trees, including within the host families and the host communities. 3, extension of, there's establishment of woodlots within the camp, because most of that area is actually degraded because of overgrazing and cattle, overgrazing and charcoal burning. And lastly, there is a lot of pressure. I expected the cow to report something on issues of health. There is a lot of pressure on all facilities, all the infrastructure. I was listening the other day to the health in charge of Unamke Health Center 3, Muyembe Health Center 4. They are overwhelmed.
I want you to assist us, Madam Prime Minister, as you suggested in the interministerial meeting, that we put up a hospital instead of a health center in that area, because the population is going to be very big.
I did not talk about that.
I know, but I want, because the Minister of Health...
It is you who suggested?
I have suggested.
Yes, you said we upgraded to health center 4, then eventually we wanted a district hospital.
Yes, but
the district hospital is there already.
No, we don't have.
It's a health center 4. Then we shall upgrade that health center 4. You know the policy of government is that we have a health center 3 in the sub-county.
I know.
Except that that place now is overwhelmed.
Exactly.
We directed that National Medical Stores provides more supplies, and it has been done.
Yeah, but because of the problem, as they have reported to you, that there are mothers who are pregnant, there are people who need operations, we need doctors. We may need
so when those who need operations will be supported through the health center 4. Yep. As we speak now, that place can maybe melt to be a town council because of the population now.
Members of Ministry of Health have
that is longer term. Okay, yeah. Longer term.
Okay.
We shall go there.
It's okay. It's okay. We upgrade that one to a hospital. Finally, on the issue of land, I expected the Honorable Gidudu to be in a position to be dealing with it, because much as the Honorable Mudim had suggested that the land was for Amore, there are titles on that land. People are willing to settle down, according to the evaluation report, which I got a copy, to settle down and handle this issue amicably. I don't see why Honorable Guido should be in a position to work with us, especially me as a member of parliament, and to work with the local communities. We settle this. There is nothing. There are no major encumbrances. And people are willing to ensure that we sell land to government, and then our people settle. So let him involve me, involve the local communities, the LOCs. We shall sort out.
So his land?
No.
It is not his land also?
It's not his land. But we can, it's easy. There are no major encumbrances.